Peter Pan was a pretty popular tale among kids and what have you, and it's been spun to numerous movies, including a Disney animated feature. But from the guys who brought you Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey came a twisted terror tale of the boy who wouldn't grow up, but now he has, and in a more freakier way. But is it anywhere better than that Winnie the Pooh Blind Honey or its sequel, or is this one just completely even more terrible than you can imagine for the Twisted Childhood universe? Prepare yourselves as I review, in spoiler free form, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Big D's Entertainment Breaking Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a spoiler free review of the 2025 British independent horror flick Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare from ITN Distribution, distributed through Altitude Film Distribution, produced along with Jagged Edge Productions, directed by Scott Chambers from a screenplay he wrote, based off of J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan. It's a horror retelling of it. This is the third installment of the Twisted Childhood universe, starring Martin Portlock as the titular character of Peter Pan, along with Megan Placido as Wendy Darling, Kit Green, Pierre de Sousa, Phi Honey, Teresa Banham, Alamide Olaramfemi, Campbell Wallace, and Nicholas Woodson. It follows Wendy as she embarks on a quest to find her younger brother Michael, who has been abducted by Peter Pan and Tinkerbell to be taken to Neverland. This film was released earlier this year on January 13th here in the US, with a release the following month on February 24th in the UK. Well, this was subsequently revealed to be set in the shared continuity of the TCU. Now, of course, we also have Teresa Banham back as Mary Darling, who of course recently appeared in the previous installment of the TCU, which is Winnie the Pooh Bloody Honey 2. This film did get mixed reviews and did decent enough, making 1.6 million worldwide. 15 years ago, Peter Pan worked at a fantasy-themed circus where he performs as a mime for many children. After a show that night, Peter attempts to abduct 6-year-old James Hook in his house. James' mother, Roxanne, fights Peter and mutilates his face, but is overpowered and murdered while Peter abducts James. In the present day, Wendy Darling lives in a complex family dynamic with her younger brothers John and Michael and their mother Mary, who works as a hypnotherapist at the nearby town of Ashdown. On Michael's birthday, Wendy gives him a ride to school and promises to pick him up later. However, she gets distracted while talking to her boyfriend and does not notice that Michael leaves on his bike. Michael rides through the woods and Peter eventually abducts him. The Darling family receives a phone call from Peter, who informs them that he will take Michael to Neverland. The next day, Peter slaughters a bus full of children. Simultaneously, Wendy, her best friend Tiger Lily, and Lily's brother Joy drive to Ashdown, where they visit a man named Stephen Carter, whose son Timmy was abducted by Peter years ago. So Wendy stays the night with Lily's family, but Peter arrives to abduct Joy and kills Lily and her parents in the process while Wendy follows him. Meanwhile, Michael meets Timmy, now a trans woman going as Tinkerbell, who believes every lie Peter has told her over the years due to drug abuse. Peter subjected her to and is convinced that the children Peter kills are actually going to the fictional Neverland. That's all the story I will give to you. If you want to see how the rest of this movie plays out, check the movie out for yourself. The film should be on physical media. If so, then check out there. But it is It is available to stream, and it's also available to stream if you're on Peacock, which is where I watched it after I watched my other film I had recently done a review of, which was Screamboat. I want to say I kind of liked it. I mean, I didn't think I would at first. At least I thought this was just a tiny bit of a more step up from the Winnie the Pooh Blind Honey films. I have to say that this film proved to be a real terror tale, big time. While Metacritic has a score of 50 and Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 43, they say continuing the trend of schlocky Purell remakes, the film guts a beloved character for lowbrow horror that never manages to take flight. Sure, that's true, but I still thought it had a good atmosphere. It was pretty dark and eerie in some parts, and what have you. Now, of course, after this, Scott Chambers announced plans for a sequel, acknowledging that the film needs to perform well before it can get greenlit. He also said that although the original film presents Neverland as a drug-induced hallucination by Peter, the sequel will reveal that I rather I don't spill that secret. You'll just if that happens, find out for yourself. I'm not going to spill that out. No way. Well, I am going to say I found it to be pretty shocking. Some of it was a little freaky, but at least this was a little bit better and what have you. As much as I didn't mind the first Winnie the Pooh Blind Honey, but the second one was better. This one kind of takes a little bit more off from those two. Greg Berkhamshaw does the score, which is decent enough. For the cast, we have Megan Placito playing Wendy Darling. I've got to give her credit. She does good in her performance. Martin Portlock plays Peter Pan. I gotta say, this guy is really dark and wivey. I mean, once you see him, it almost looks like you're seeing, well, with all the makeup on his face, it makes him look like Joaquin Phoenix and Joker in ways, except with the well green hair. But yeah, seriously. And Kit Green plays Timmy Carter, aka Tinkerbell. I was not completely aware of this until I learned. It almost sounded like a guy in ways, but it sounded like a combination of both guy and gal or something like that. But anyway, now Pierre de Souza Honey played Michael. I'll give him props. He wasn't too bad. It was good to see Teresa Banham back from the previous film in the TCU as Mary Darling. Very good. Olamide Olam Olaram Femi played Tiger Lily. Not bad. Campbell Wallace is John Darling. Not bad. Nicholas Woodson played Stephen. And Charity Case played James Hook. While Lucas Alderman played the young James. Oscar Hastings did the young Peter, and Holden Emmons Smith did young Timmy. Now, fun fact, Eddie McKenzie, who played Piglet in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, well, we don't see that character again, but he appears as a party storekeeper who's murdered by Peter, though. And Charlotte Jackson, who had previously appeared as one of Christopher Robin's colleagues from the also from Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, Wendy's employer. Yes, I thought I'd let you know that. So overall, I am gonna say, well, maybe not a great film by any means, but at least I found this to be just a tiny bit of a step up from the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey flicks. I mean, some of the kills were pretty, yeah, gory and what have you. But I won't tell you how those turn out, even with one in the double tap. But I won't tell you who did that and who that went to, So I won't spill any secrets on that. No way. Just find out for yourself. If it's on physical media, you can check it out. But if not, you're gonna have to stream it. If you don't feel like renting or buying it, go to Peacock. They have the film, so you should be able to check it out there. But Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, very dark, very eerie, and such a fright fest. This is a pretty fairly decent TCU film. So I hope for the best. They'll try and keep it up again. And now, of course, they've got another film out now, and Bambi: The Reckoning. When that comes out to somewhere like Peacock, I'll look into it and review it someday. So for my score, I'm going to give Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare 3 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 6, which I think it's a score I would give for modest films. So, what did you think of Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of From Dusk Till Dawn. So if you like this, check out my reviews, my spoiler-free reviews of the first 2 installments of the TCU. The upper left-hand corner is my review of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. The upper right-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of the sequel to that. Or if you would like something else, check out my recent review of Screamboat. And the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.